Well, as always, these paintings are inspired by the times. I tend to paint from that point of reference. Personal times, social times, American times, whatever. So uh, these paintings are a response to what's going on right now. We're all in this forced isolation, um, but there's a lot of good sides, a lot of upsides to being forced to be alone, stay at home, stay inside. And so I've made these paintings of these little homes as metaphors for that, for the reality that we're all in. And so each little home has there's a certain flavor to the painting. Certain ideas are addressed and expressed and explored. Um, in addition to the idea of isolation, this one, for example, it's a little house right on the ocean, beautiful house on the ocean. You think of coastal living. Um, when you think of coastal living, you don't usually think of such a tiny little house like that. And so I'm sort of trying to go along with the idea of inequality, which is part of the protests that are going on these days. So this painting is sort of exploring that idea that we're all sort of conditioned to think of the coastal house as a mansion, a big lavish, affluent place. But this is just a simple home where a lot of people, a lot of regular folks, live on the oceans all over the world. Um, and they take pride in things. They hang their laundry just like everyone does. Uh, each of these paintings subtly addresses different things like that. This one here has only one window, and you can't really see into the door. So, well, you can't see into the door at all. The door is apparently on the other side, and so that points to it makes you think. It makes you think about the entrance to this. It makes you think about what's happening in there. What is going on in there. It's a beautiful, peaceful setting, and so that would make you think that there's a lot of positive meditation, good, peaceful living going on. But it is isolated, once again, in reference to our current situation. I have another painting here I can pull up real quick. And this is as more of a human, obviously, the subject. Um, so I've noticed that young people are on their phones a lot, and uh, so I use my own teenage daughter as the model for this, and it's the pandemic is sort of forcing people to to find something to do, especially young people, and um, so this painting is called Paradise Lost and Found. She's in a beautiful place, and she's on her phone, and so uh, there's many allusions in there, and everyone brings their own experiences to a painting. Um, but that's one of my favorites. I love the mix of color. I love the intensity of the color, and just the beautiful setting. And it's kind of an odd thing. You don't usually think about it being on the phone, but I have seen a lot of that recently. So so it came out in a painting.